That's fine. You leave when you. Okay, in front of you are the need to knows for Thursday, September the 17th. A lot of things on the plate today, and we will hopefully get through everything we need to, because you'll notice the last thing there is a quick small little quiz tomorrow. And so we want to try to get through as much of this today as we can, so tomorrow's quiz is manageable. And tomorrow's quiz is just a little one. Like, it's not really worth a whole lot, but it's a good little test to see if you're getting what we've been going over so far. So today is taking a look at the two laws of thermodynamics, the 10% rule for energy transfer, the three models used to represent energy transfer between trophic levels, how to draw pyramids of number and biomass, and a two-scale pyramid of energy, why the pyramid of energy is the best model for showing energy flow, and then that quiz tomorrow. So in front of you, you see the two laws of thermodynamics kind of summarized from page 26 of the textbook. Please take note of these two laws of thermodynamics. In front of you, you have a picture that is trying to help you understand the laws of thermodynamics. The question that needs to be answered for that particular picture is, which of the laws of thermodynamics does that picture better show? So in the green ink, what you see is what's called or referred to as the 10% rule. And this is just an estimated amount. It's not always exactly 10%, but when you need to do a calculation, use this 10% rule. So what the 10% rule is saying is, when energy moves in a food chain or food web, only 10% of the energy is passed from one trophic level to another. So in other words, 90% of the energy in one trophic level never makes it to the next level. Where do you think that 90% goes? It's either used by the organism for all of the life things it has to do, or it's turned into thermal energy, which is unusable, or it is turned into another form of energy that is just dissipated into the environment. So it is really important to remember that not nearly all the energy in one trophic level ever makes it to the next trophic level. So in front of you are the three kinds of ecological models that try to show energy flow, and they're called pyramids of number, pyramids of biomass, and pyramids of energy. In order to draw these ecological models, you probably want to follow these three steps. So you want to look at the data, make some decisions about the scale that you want to work with, and then once your scale has been completed, do your drawing. So to kind of work through an example here, we are going to work through the example on page 30 of the textbook, the first question. Okay. So on this chart, which is a way to help you draw a pyramid of energy, and by the way, this example is found on page 30, sample exercise number 1. You can kind of see that they give you the starting energy levels at each of the three trophic levels. And then they also give you the dimension of the box to start, or sorry, not the dimension, the area of the box to start with. And so I just added a fourth column here, which is the dimensions of the box column. And that can vary, of course, but dimensions of 20 millimeters by 50 millimeters would give you 1,000 millimeters squared. So that could be a box and you would draw on your page. And then below the next one, in the second trophic level, there's 15,000 kilojoules of energy. So keeping that ratio the same now, this box becomes 150 millimeters squared. There's some dimensions for that one. And then in the third trophic level of 1,000 kilojoules of energy, the dimensions of, or sorry, the area of that box is 10 millimeters squared. Dimensions could be 2 by 5, and then you would go ahead and draw that. The practice problem you should do to make sure that you're kind of understanding what's going on. Those are just calculations, by the way, for calculating the size of the box. But you can try on page 31, you can try a pyramid of numbers, which is practice problem number 1 on page 31. And the only thing that's a little different about this one, besides the fact that it's a pyramid of numbers and not a pyramid of energy, is that you have to decide the starting point of the first box in terms of its area, and from there use it to calculate the areas of the other boxes. Good luck.